got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my way, and I'm loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to dream. Now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me on my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they base. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was jump between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Best. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. Hey, go. Ready, go. The pass. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Check. Check 3. Kill. Right there.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Griffin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Jim, Mexico. Check 50, check 50. Check 31, check 31. 11B. Recon, 132 fighter.
Just beating the play clock is Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the left side. Phillips. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Screen. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hustle, hustle.
Jackson looking to throw on third. This is Johnson. He's got it. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, pursue it. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Joe Mixon calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, Phillips. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Phillips. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jackson. His throw incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. His throw caught at about the 5. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score as the Ravens push further out in front. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. It's Griffin. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. Going deep for Benjamin. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the air.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Locke. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver who has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really...
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is low. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Best. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try the left side. Phillips. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the 50, it's Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And an alley to run. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards on the ground. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season.
On every scout. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Luck. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, it's Phillips. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Phillips. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Mixon with a 1st down carry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Broncos will take over on downs. On 1st and 10, Luck. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Dancing to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, they'll buy some time right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.